Hi everybody, my name is Katie. I'm from Glaze Paint. So if you don't know what we are, we're an art studio on Washington Street here in Manitowoc, and I'm here today to help you make string art. So we have some people at the library here, but we do have some people virtually following along with us if you picked up some kits at the library. So if you're wondering what this little thing is, that's my microphone. Hopefully everybody at home can hear me. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to post in the comments at home, or if you have questions here, just let me know. So everybody who picked up a kit, and everyone here, has a board with nails in the shape of whichever you picked up or chose here at the library. And then you also have some paint, some string, and then I'll be passing out brushes here, and you guys should have the kits have brushes as well. So first things first, I always recommend being very careful because it may stain your clothes. It shouldn't get super messy, but just keep in mind you can always wear paint clothes at home or just be a little careful. It will wash off your skin though, so it's okay if it gets on your hands or on any other parts of your skin. So that's okay, it is washable. So first things first, I'm going to pass out some brushes here, but we're going to paint the entire background, including the edges, if you want to, with whatever color you have for paint. So,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Grab a couple more brushes here. Now you only need a really light coat of paint, so you don't need to have a whole ton of paint on there. And it won't matter if you paint the nails or not. That's okay if it gets on there, that's fine. But once the string is on, you won't really be able to tell. So just take your time and paint the entire front and edges. Now, if you picked up a kit and you brought it home, it has one paint color. You can always use your own paint as well if you want to do a different color or anything like that as well. And then you can take your time painting the background. Now, once you are finished, then you can dry it. If you have a hair dryer at home, you can dry it with adult supervision if you would like. Otherwise, it does dry pretty fast too. For everybody here at the library, we do have 2 hair dryers set up, so when you are finished, we can dry them if you want to. But take your time and cover the entire thing with the paint. Remember, you don't need a whole lot, just enough to cover the project. It does dry really fast.
you paint in here?
Yep, so you can definitely paint the inside of the shape too. So you can just kind of go through the nails next to the nails here. It's okay again if it gets on the nails, that's fine. You won't really be able to tell once the string is on, but you can paint the inside, the outside, and the edges too. You could paint the back if you wanted to, but usually people don't, just because wherever you're gonna put it, you'll really not see that as much.
I got a string art kit and it was a butterfly.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the nails in, so my mom put the nails in for me because it was wet. And it actually came with lights to put
Oh, cool.
inside of the yarn.
Yeah, we did do the hardest part is getting those nails in for sure. So it's nice that we have the nails in there for you. And we'll show you how to do the string next. But take your time, paint it all, the entire thing, including the sides, again, if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And then if you're here at the library, you can dry it using one of the hair dryers if you want to as well. But you will see it's drying very, very fast. So when you're finished, if you want to dry it with a hairdryer, you can. Otherwise, it will dry pretty fast on its own. And we're just going to wait till everybody gets caught up here at the library, but take your time, be careful with what you're doing, have it look exactly how you want to right now. And when we're all done, we can wash our hands, and it's all washable off our hands, so it's okay. But we'll do the string first, and then we can wash our hands after, because just in case if it gets on our hands during the string part, that's okay too. So I'm just gonna get the paint out of the way here. Just gonna move the paint out of the way so that when we're doing the string, we don't knock it over or anything. So we'll take this here. Are you done with yours? And if you're at home with the brushes that we have with the paint, you can just rinse them out in water if you ever want to use them again. It is washable paint out of the brushes too. It just may not be washable out of your clothes, so just be a little careful. But again, this shouldn't be getting super messy or anything. We'll wait just a couple more minutes here. We got plenty of time, and then I'll show you how to do the string next. Take that, thank you. So take your time on the backgrounds, but I'm just going to show you how we're going to start the string here. So I left my background plain so that you can see I'm going to use bright red string. Hopefully that'll help show it from a distance here. So what we're going to do is I like to take the string out of these little string holders because I find that it doesn't get tangled then as much. Sometimes the hardest part is keeping the string from tangling. So if you start to get a knot, just let us know. We can help you get it out, or if you think you can get it out yourself, that's okay too. So what we're going to do is find the end of the string, and I'm going to demonstrate on the heart here, but it's going to be the exact same for each shape, the same kind of process, okay? So I'm going to tie the knot onto any of the nails. It doesn't matter which one you start with. If you have a paw print, we're going to do each of the different sections separately, okay? So that's the only difference between the paw print and the other ones, is that the other one is one big shape, and then the paw print, they're gonna be separate little shapes, okay? So it doesn't matter where on the paw print you start, whichever one you'd like. So I just double knotted onto any of the nails. Then the first thing we're going to do is you're going to take the string, I'm gonna kind of show everybody, and just loop it around each nail. Now I'm gonna go around the entire outside first. Okay, so I'm just looping it, and if you need help tying it onto your nail, just let me know, and then I can help after I'm done doing the little demo here. So I'm looping it around each nail just once. I'm going around the entire outside first. Now, if you're doing the paw print, we're going to loop it and just go around one of the sections because we're going to do each section separately, okay? And if you have the Wisconsin or the heart, it doesn't matter where you start. We're going to go around the entire thing. So see how I'm just looping it just once. I'm going around the entire shape. And then I'm going to go all the way back to where I started. So just kind of outlining my shape here. Okay, so see how I just looped it? And we're going to go around the entire shape first. And then when you get back to wherever you are, wherever you started, then you just, you have to make sure to keep the string really nice and tight so that way it doesn't unravel like mine just did a little bit. But once we get back to where we started, we just start zigzagging wherever we want. No specific pattern. And then I like to always kind of at least go to each nail once, but you can really use up that string that you have. So see how I'm just kind of zigzagging, and we just go wherever we want to. And again, if you have the paw print, you go around one first and just stay within that bottom part or within these little parts because we're going to do each one separately. So we're just going back and forth, and then we're going to make sure that this entire string, or as much as you want, you don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to. Once you're finished, then we just knot it onto the nail again, and then we trim off any of the little tails from the knots. But when you trim them with the scissors, be very careful because you don't want to cut the actual string so that it unravels. So I'm just going to start helping. If you need help tying it onto your piece here, you have it tied. Oop, you have it. So let me tie this on here for you. Ooh, this blue will look really nice on there. So then I'm just going to knot it on here, but then you can go around the entire thing. And then when you get to door counter, you go up and down. I'll get this out of the way.
Okay, if they have the paws, you want to do the paw first or you want them to do the...
Usually I do the big part of the paw first, but it's up to you because we'll do each of them individually. But here, let me help knot that on. There we go.
Thank you.
Need help tying that on? So I'm going to do this bottom one here first.
Oh, you got to tie it.
Yep, it's just, you just double knot it onto any nail, doesn't matter which one, and then you just loop it around each nail like that. Just this bottom part. Yep, just like that, and then you tie it once, and then I usually do the knot twice to make sure it really stays on there.
That's what I did.
Perfect, yep.
Sounds
And then I do one more just to make sure it stays.
good.
Yeah, oh, perfect. Awesome, so then once you're finished, here, let me hold this up a little bit here. So like for the paw print, she's finished with one of her little paws. So then I'm just going to cut the excess string off, and I'm just going to tie it on, and then you're going to do the other ones just like that. And then we'll cut off all these little extra strings at the very end. And again, if you cut off the strings, be very careful so that you don't cut the project itself. And then when you're finished, it'll look something like this. So we're going to say goodbye to our virtual friends, but we'll finish up here as well. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, if you have any questions online, feel free to post in the comment section or give us a call at Glaze Paint downtown. I hope you guys had fun, and we're going to help here finish up your projects. Yeah.